Hello guys and welcome to Python programming tutorials by Amulya's Academy. We were discussing about how to implement linked list in Python and we are using class concepts for that. And previously we created node class, linked list class, and in that we defined the traversal method to perform the traversal operation. Also we saw how to add the element at the beginning of the linked list and how to add the element at the end of the linked list. So today in this tutorial we'll see how to add or insert the node between the nodes of the linked list. We want to add the nodes in between the linked list. We can insert the node in the middle of the linked list in two ways. That is, we can insert a node after a node or before a node. I'll show you the example. Here we have a linked list, right? It contains 3 nodes. This is the first node and the head contains the reference of the first node. Now if I want to add a node between the linked list. So here we can see new node. We created the new node. Now if I want to add this node after this node, this is the X node. So if I want to add this node after the X node, then we'll get linked list like this. The operation is different, right? We need to write the different code. Because here we can see if I want to add a node after an existing node, for example here after this, then X node need to contain the reference of the new node and new node should contain the reference of the next node of the X. Previously this node was the next node of this node. Now we need to insert this node between these two nodes. So if we want to insert an element or node after the node, we need to write the separate code. If I want to insert an element before a node, for example here we can see this is the X and this is the new node here, the node which is in the red color. If I want to add or insert the element before a node, then we need to write the separate code. So if you want to insert or add the node in between the linked list, then we need to check for 2 scenarios, whether we are adding after a node or before a node. We need to take a particular node and we can add the new node after that particular node or before that particular node. Okay, we need to check for these 2 conditions. So today we'll write the code for this. If I want to add the element after the given node, and we'll discuss this in the next tutorial. Alright, so let's write the program. We already have node class, linked list class, and in the linked list we have traversal method, add begin method and add end method. Today we are adding the element after a node. So here we can see we have linked list which contains 3 nodes. Today we are writing a method to insert after node. So I'll take method name as after node. You can take any method name, okay? Suitable method name. And we need to take the parameter, right? So the first parameter is self, common. And the second parameter is whenever we are performing the insertion operation, data parameter is must, right? The new node should contain a data field, right? So we need to mention the data. And we need to mention another parameter here, that is X. X is nothing but the after which node you want to enter the new node. For example, if I want to enter the new node after this node, so then this node will be the X node. Okay, the data stored in this will be the X. After 20, add a new node. That's why we are taking this parameter. Okay, so next, as I said, we are inserting a node after a given node, right? So that's why the new node, whatever the new node we are entering, that can be a second node of the linked list or third node or in between nodes. It can be any node or it can be last node. It can't be the first node of the linked list, right? Because we are adding the new node after a node. So it can't be the first node. It can be second node, third node, fourth node or the last node. So that means no need to worry about any special situations. Adding the element at the second position, third position, fourth position or the last position is same here. The code is same for all the situations. If it is the first node, then we need to worry about that situation. But here, new node can't be the first node because we are adding the element after a node. Now to insert a node after a given node, first step is we need to find out the position where we want to insert. Here, if the given node is X, here I took the parameter name as X, right? That is the given node. After that node, we need to insert the new node. So if I take this as the X, then I need to insert the new node here after that node, right? So the first step to insert the new node is you need to find out the X, where it is present. So find X first. it can be present in any position in the linked list. So you need to check the entire linked list to find the x. So to find x, what I'll do is I'll take the first node as the n. The head contains the reference of the first node, right? And I'll assign a new variable to that, n. So the first node becomes n. N dot data is nothing but 10. N dot reference is 2100. So now I'll check the data present in n. That is, n dot data is equal to x. Here x is nothing but we'll give the data field. If you want to insert a new node after this node, then we'll take x as 20. Insert after 20. So I'll compare the data field of each node with the x. So here first I'll check n dot data is equal to x. So here 10, and if I take x as 20, it is not equal. So that means it is not the required node. So what I need to do, if it is false, I need to go to the next node, right? I need to go to the next node and I need to compare whether that is the x node or not. To go to the next node, I'll use n equal to n dot reference. I'll reassign the n value. I'll take n value as n dot reference. Here n dot reference is nothing but 2100. That is the reference of the next node. So now n becomes this node, the next node. Now again I'll do the same thing, that is I'll check the data of n dot data with the x value. I'll compare n dot data and x here like this, and if it is true, we found the x value, right? So stop the execution, we found x. If it is not, then we need to increment the n value. We need to go to the next node. Here we can see n dot data is 20, and as well as I took this as the x value, so it will match n dot data is equal to x, true. So that is nothing but we found the x value. So we need to stop the execution here. But if it is not x value, then we need to move to the next node. For that we need to use this n equal to n dot reference, and we need to compare the data. That means I need to execute this statement. That is, I need to compare the data of each node with the x, as well as if the data is not matched with the x, I need to increment the n value. We need to do this continuously until we'll get the x value, or after traversing the entire linked list. I need to execute this statement again and again. For that we need to include this within the loop. So here I'll take the loop as while loop, and here I'll take the condition as while n is not none. Initially n value will be self.head, that is nothing but n is this first node. So I'll check whether n is not none. It is not an empty linked list, so n is not none here. N is 1010. So it will execute this while loop body. It will check n dot data is equal to x. The data present in that node and x, it will compare both. Here it is not equal. That means it is not the x node, required node. So it will increment the n. That means we are going to the next node. Now n will be this node. Now again I'll check when n dot data is equal to x. Yes, here true, right? I took this as the x value and n dot data and x is equal here. That means we found the x. That time we need to stop the execution. So for that we'll use break statement here. What this break statement will do, when we found the x node, it will stop the execution of that loop. It will come out of that loop. We are using these codes to find the x position where it is present, to find the x node. After finding the x node, we need to come out of this loop. Here first we need to take the first node as n, and we need to compare the data present in that with the x. If it is equal, that means we found the x node, so we need to stop there itself. If it is not, then we need to go to the next node, and I need to compare the data present in that with the x. So I need to do this continuously until I'll get the x node, or after comparing the every node of the linked list. Here we took while n is not none. It will help us to execute the loop body again and again till the last node. And here n equal to n dot reference helps us to go to the next node. And if here we are using n dot data is equal to x, it will check the data of each node with the n. So first let's write this code. So here we have a program which we wrote in the previous tutorial, class node class linked list. In that we have traversal method, add begin method, add end method. Next, today we are writing def. You can take add after any name, the method name, then self, data and x. First step is I need to find out x, where it is present. So for that, first I'll take n is equal to self.head. Whatever the reference stored in head, I'll assign that to n. So that means the first node of the linked list is n now. So n.data is nothing but the data of the first node. N.reference is nothing but the reference stored in the first node. So now I need to traverse to the linked list because we need to find out the x node where it is present. So for that I'll use while loop. While n is not none, I'll use this condition. If I want to traverse the entire linked list, I need to use this while n is not none condition. And here I'll check x is equal to n dot data. So what I'm doing is, first here we can see I took n equal to self dot head, right? And if n is not the empty linked list, that means now the n is the first node. Then I'll check the data present in the first node, that is n dot data, and x. X is nothing but here the mentioned node. After that we need to insert the new node. We are searching for x now. That's why I'm checking x is equal to n dot data. If it is true, that means we found our x. So we need to stop. I'll use break statement. Come out of the while loop. No need to do anything. Just come out of the while loop. We got the x node. If it is not, if the data present in the first node is not the x value, then what we need to do, we need to go to the next node. If I want to go to the next node, what I need to do, I need to assign the n value. I need to reassign the n value and dot reference. I need to take n is equal to n dot reference. Every node contains the reference of the next node, right? That means n becomes the next node now. So now again it will perform this while n is not none, and it will check whether that is the x value. If it is not, it will go to the next node and it will check until it will reach the last node. It will check for the x value. Here we used break statement, that's why no need to use else part. If you want, you can take else and n equal to n dot reference also. Because we are using break, when this condition becomes true, it will come out of the loop. No need to write else case. Now what we did is we are searching for the x. When we found x, we'll just come out of the loop, or we can come out of the loop for another reason also. If n is none, that means while condition become false, it will come out of the loop, right? So here the while loop can be terminated, or we can come out of the while loop because of two conditions. One is when we found the x value, that is if x is equal to n dot data. If we found x, then we'll come out of the while loop. Or if n is none, if n becomes none, that is we searched for the entire linked list but we didn't found the x, then also we'll come out of the loop, right? So to write that's two condition. If n is none, it will come out of the loop. So if n is none, just print a message, that is item is not present in the list. The node else, that means the node is present. If this condition is not true, that means the node is present and we found that. Now n is pointing to x, the given node. Here we can come out of this while loop because of two conditions. When n becomes none, or when we found x is equal to n dot data, when we found x value, x node. So here first we took if n is none, just print the message node is not present. If n is not none, that means we found the x. So what we need to do after finding the x? Let's see that. So here the first step was we need to find the x. So now we got the x value. If it is present in the linked list, then now n is pointing to the x. Using this, we found the x value. Now what we need to do is we need to create a new node with data, for example 100, and it will be pointing to none initially. So to insert the node here, we know where to insert now. The position after x, we found x now. Now what we need to do is we need to create the new node. So here in the else part, the first step is create the node. To create the node, I am using node class, and here we need to pass the data. So it will create the node with the data as well as reference as none. here we have node class, right? We are using this. So we have node now. Next step is, after creating this node, now we need to change the reference of the new node. This is the new node, right? Now we need to change the reference. It is initially pointing to none, but we want to point this to here, this node, right? Now we need to insert that between these two nodes. That means this node will become the next node of this new node. So it should contain the reference of that. So that's why it need to point here. Now let's check where the reference of this node is stored. Here, right? In the n, we can see the reference. Now n.reference is nothing but 3300. Now what we need to do? We need to store that reference here in the new node. So what we need to take? New node reference is equal to n.reference, right? It need to contain the 3300. It need to point here, the next node of the new node. It should contain the link of the next node, that is 3300 here. Where it is present now? Here. This is n now. So n.reference is nothing but 3300. So now what I'll do is, I'll take new node reference is equal to n.reference. We need to take the reference, we need to change the reference of the new node, and the next node reference is stored in the n now. New node reference is equal to n.reference. Next step, now here we can see it is looking like this. We created the new node and this new node is pointing to the next node now. Now what we need to do is, we need to change the n.reference, right? It need to point to the new node. This is n.reference. This is new node reference. So now the n.reference should point to the new node, right? So I'll take n.reference is equal to new node. n.ref equal to new node. Here, whenever we will create a node, it will have a reference, right? For example, 5100. Now, this node, the X or the N node, should contain the reference of the new node because we need to insert that after that. So here, for that, I'll take n.reference is equal to new node. The reference of the new node will be stored in n now. Now here we can see new node is added. This is the first node, this is the second node, and this node contains the reference of new node, so 5200. So this will be the third node. It contains the reference of the next node, that is 3300. So this will be the next node. So now let's execute and see whether it works properly or not. So here we have linked list. We created an object from that. We have add end method. Next I'll take, now linked list contains only one node, that is 100. So I'll add after. So we have only one node. After that I need to add. Here we can see, first we need to mention the data of new node. Next where we want to add the element. So I'll take data as 200 and after 100 I want to add that after 100. So let's execute this. So we'll get first 100 node. Next after that 200. So here we can see 100 and 200. 200 is pointing to none. Here I'm calling add end, add begin. So it will be like this, and here I'm adding after 100. So let's execute this. Here we can see 10, after 10 we are adding 100. So 100, 200, 20. Next, if I enter a node which is not present in the linked list, for example here instead of 100 I'll write 500. I want to add this new data 200, new node 200 before 500. But 500 is not present in the linked list, right? If I execute this, I'll get node is not present in the linked list, and it will print the existing linked list 10, 100 and 20. It won't insert that element. And if the linked list is empty, and if I try to enter the element like this, it will just present node is not present in the linked list, and linked list is empty will print from this. We are traversing through the linked list. We are calling this method, right? That's why it will print linked list is empty. Okay, so this is about how we can add the element after an existing node. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will meet you in next class. Till then, take care.